Hi guys, this is Mrs. Mattis, your Pasco eSchool driver's education teacher. This is your welcome call video that'll go through the information that you need to begin working in the course. Just keep in mind this should be viewed by both the student and parent. Just a little bit about myself. My name is Mrs. Mattis. I've been teaching 11 years. I do live in Pensacola, Florida. I have 2 kids, 2 dogs, and we love any sports, but particularly soccer and football. One thing that you need to know right off the bat with driver's ed is that it is not able to work with Safari. When you are using driver's education, please try to use Google Chrome. That tends to be the best one to use. However, Firefox will work just a little, not as great, but it can function. And another thing is just make sure that your pop-up blocker is off. So if you don't know how to do that, or if you need any help, I would be happy to help you, but that'll just help you navigate the course a little bit smoother when you first start. Alright, so the first thing that we need to do is get you logged in. The website to go in is at the top of your screen. It is login.flvs.net, and when you go there you're going to be asked to log in using the username and password that hopefully you should already have. If you don't have that, then you can contact FLVS, or you can contact your teacher, or check your emails, because most of the time they send it to you in an email form. Okay, so once you log in, you're going to first verify your information. So at the top of the screen, when you log in, you'll see this button right here that says Student Records. And that student record is super helpful for you because it's going to go through all of your information. Now hopefully this is the information that you recently placed in, and it should be current, but if it's not, we want to make sure that we can get you in there as soon as we can to make sure that this is correct. So the things that we're most concerned with are your email address, your phone number, and your address. Those things are the most important things that we need for you to do. So if you log in and see your email address is wrong or your phone number is wrong, something's changed, just make sure that you update that. And mostly just so that I can get in contact with you. If we need something or if we have a question, I want to be able to reach the best number for you. Okay, and then when you're finished, at the bottom here there's just a little save button. Make sure that you click that, and it'll all be saved for you. Once you have all of that done, you want to know how to enter your course, of course. So on your dashboard, you're going to click Dashboard. It's on that blue bar at the top of your screen again. And then once you do that, if you scroll all the way down, you should see Driver Education and Traffic Safety Segment 1. And this will kind of give you a roadmap to your course and how things are going and where you're at. So you signed up for the course, you've completed your registration. Now you should probably be in this area, which is assign to a classroom, and then enter this course. Now you can click on enter this course right here, or you can click on Driver Education and Traffic Safety Segment 1. Either one of those should take you into my classroom. So you can kind of think of this whole thing right here as your school, and it's going to list all of the classes that you take. But then once you click Driver Education and Traffic Safety Segment 1, it will go through and take you into my classroom. And then just at the bottom here, this will also give you some information that you might need to know about the class, and just kind of a little brief snippet of where you're at in the class and how many weeks and all that kind of good stuff for you. Alright, so let's now take you inside my course. Once again, make sure you're not using Safari, make sure you're using Google Chrome, and that your pop-up blocker is off. Alright, so once you enter my course, this will be what you see, and this is just my announcement page. It has some important information on here for you. It has my availability on here. You don't need to make an appointment with me to get in contact. You can just give me a call or send me a text. You can email me, but if you're one of those people who's like, I need to make an appointment so that I don't forget, then by all means, you can go ahead and do that, and then just call me when that appointment time comes. And because I don't keep appointments, but you can make an appointment. My hours of availability are there, and that'll just help remind you that you need to call me for something, whatever it is. In the middle here you have your classroom information. You want to make sure that you plan to finish in about 12 weeks. This orientation video is available for you at all times. You can either click here on the link or you can look below the information and it'll be there as well. This gives you just a little brief introduction on how to get started, and then your module DBA and your final exam. And we'll go through a bunch of those things through this video too. And then over here are all of your assignments that you're going to be completing, and we'll talk about those too, but those are available to you on the main announcement page as well, just so you don't lose them, you don't get them lost, and that type of thing. Alright, so navigating this course is going to be laid out into these 5 different little icons. Now at the top of your screen, when you log in, you'll see this long black bar that extends the entire top of your screen. Hopefully it's something you can't miss. But these 5 little icons on here are going to be the most important for you. So you have a little book here, and that's your lessons. Then you have a little file box, and that's your assessments. Then you have a little home, and that's your announcement page. You have these 3 little black lines, and that's your main menu. And then last but not least here is your email, and that's a little envelope. Hopefully it never gets to look like 86 emails on there, but that's where you're going to check email from me inside the course and things like that. Okay, so those are your 5 little tools that you'll use. We'll talk about them a little bit more as we go through, but those are going to be the main way that you want to navigate through the course and find different things. If you did happen to click that main menu button, you would see all of these things here again. It's just a lot more information that you have in the course, and some of the things we don't use in driver's ed, so that's why those 5 little tools are going to be super important. But if you ever did get lost, you can click on your main menu. You have your lessons, you have your assessments, you have your grade book, you have your email. Any information about the class is all right here too. Logging off is right there, but like I said, most of the stuff you're going to find are going to be on those 5 little black icons. Alright, how to get in contact with me. If you have a question or if you need any help or if you need to do your DBA, you can text me, you can call me, or you can email me. There's 2 email addresses I use. The one for the pasco.k12.fl.us, that's the main one. That's the easiest way to contact me. Or you can always send me a message in the course, and that's from that main menu. So if you click on the main menu button and then find under email and then click send message, that'll come to me as well too. And I'll also email you back and forth with different course announcements. Also could be, you know, feedback from an assignment, things like that. But feel free to contact me and I'm ready to help you with whatever that you need. Alright, accessing your lessons, once again we're going to go back to this black bar at the top of the screen and you're going to click on that little book and that's going to take you to your lessons. Once you click on that little book and it takes you to lessons, this is going to be your information page. Someone once explained it to me like your textbook, which makes a lot of sense in my head. So we're going to call this your textbook. All of these things over here are like your individual chapters in your textbook. So, and we're going to go through those a little bit more in depth here and how everything works. But think of that like your textbook, and that'll be a good way to think about it. Okay? The lessons page is divided up into a couple different sections. The first one is getting started, which is up here at the top, and that gives you like your information. And then modules are right here. Those are like your chapters. And then finishing the course, kind of wrapping everything else up. And we'll go through those a little bit more in detail here. But that's just kind of what it looks like in general with those different sections. Alright, so if you were to click on that Getting Started button at the top of the screen, then it would kind of take you through your directions, kind of the title page of your notebook, of your textbook, the first couple things that explain to you how everything works. It's a good idea to go through and flip through these. It does go through things a little bit more in depth than I'm going through, and it's kind of just a good way to know what you're doing and how things work. However, this is not the start of your lessons under that Getting Started button, so it's kind of a little bit confusing, but that's not where you're going to find your lessons. Okay, so you're going to find your lessons by clicking on Module 1, and when you click on Module 1, there's a little pop-up that will come up, and this will be the title of your lesson. Okay, 1.00 driving is your responsibility. That's your first lesson. So you're going to click on Module 1 and then you're going to click on the name of the module. Once you click on that lesson title, the Driving is your responsibility will be your first one. It'll take you to the instruction page. Now to access where you're actually going to work, you're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom and you're going to see this light gray area. It says assignment. And then you're going to click on Driver's Ed Platform. Now once you click on Driver's Ed Platform, a pop-up window should come up and you should see something that looks like this. This is where you're going to find most of the work for your course. This is driversed.com. And it's where you're going to find the content for most of your work. It's going to take you through a series of slides, and at the end there's going to be a quiz for you to take. Once you completed that quiz, that means you completed one lesson. If you don't receive 100, this is super important, you're going to ask if you want to retake the quiz. Whatever the grade is on that second quiz, that's the one that's kept. So just keep that in mind as you go through the course. Super important. But this is where you're going to find all of your work. You're going to click the green Start the Course button, and it's going to take you right where you need to go. If you log out, it'll stop you on the Driver's Ed platform, and then you come back and you're like, oh, I don't remember where it was. If you click on any of the modules, it'll take you back to that, and you can click on Driver's Ed platform, and it'll take you right back to where you left off. So no need to stress too much about it. Once again, moving around in the course, those are our 5 little toolbars. Just keep that in mind as you go through. So what else is there for you to do? There's actually 6 writing assignments that you're going to be completing. They are listed as 2.02, 4.02, so on and so forth. And then there's a 5.02. All of these assignment templates are on that main announcement page that we first talked about and went through, and you can find all of them there. But you're going to want to complete the writing assignments after you complete 2 quizzes. So you're going to complete Module 1 quiz, Module 2 quiz, then you're going to go in and do assignment 2.02 and that writing assignment. And like I said, you can find your assignments on the main announcement page on there, so just click there. They'll come up as a Word document, and then you're going to turn them in. When you turn them in, you're going to click on that File folder box right here, which is your Assessment tab. You only need to turn in the writing assignments. You do not need to turn in the quizzes. They will be turned in within about 24 hours of you completing them. When you click on that assessment button, you're going to have a list of all the assignments that you have to complete. You're going to click and find the one that you're turning in. So the first one you're going to turn in will be 2.02. And when you click on there, you're going to see a big box come up and it's going to say student comments. Now the important thing is to copy and paste the templates. Don't upload documents for those assignments. And then you're going to click submit for grading and then click submit again, and you should be good to go. Now there is a little bit of a difference for the 5.02 assignment. There is a creative portion about that. So you can upload the creative part, but we do need for you to submit the transcript, so the words of it in there, so that we can make sure that it's legitimate and it's yours and it follows all of our academic integrity policies that we have. If you'd like to know the grade that you have, then you can drop from the main menu, you can click Gradebook, and this will have all of the list of your assignments. And the cool thing is they have these little colors at the top that color code everything for you, so you know if it's submitted or if it's graded and you passed, or if it's graded and you need to go back and do it. And those are super helpful. After Module 8, we have a discussion-based assessment. So once you finish assignment 8.02, then you can go ahead and give me a call and we'll complete that over the phone. You should plan on being in this course for about 10 weeks, maybe 12 even, pushing it if there's something. You can always go back and complete it faster if you would like to, but in general 10 to 12 weeks should be the average. Just some Pasco eSchool policies. You may want to pause the video right now and kind of read through this a little bit more, but we do have a grace period. It gives you a chance to try things out and see how things work for you. We do require monthly calls. Once again, you can pause this at any time and go back and look. And we can do those over the phone once a month. Parents and students will need to be present for that. Academic integrity, this is a big one. We want to make sure you're doing the work for you and not taking it off of the internet or your friend or something like that. And we check those through your DBAs and then turnitin.com. All of your written assignments will be sent through there to check for academic integrity. If you do need any technical support, this is on the main announcement page as well. They'll be able to help you out with whatever that you need to. So when you finish this course, you're going to get credit for your class. You're going to receive the 4-hour drug and alcohol course certificate for your permit for free. You're going to be able to take your permit test for free, and you could possibly get reduction on your insurance. So now that we've kind of finished everything else up, make sure that you follow these instructions, go to the website and fill out your information, and I will contact you then. Thank you so much. If you need anything else,